Real-world critique of the ownership myth in employee engagement. Why empowerment without structure fails. Marcel Schwantes' assertion that employees quit because all they really want is encapsulated in the 8 words, "I want to take ownership of my work." While this soundbite may seem to capture the essence of employee dissatisfaction in micromanaged environments, the reality is far more complicated, and the remedy isn't as simple as letting employees own their work. In this critique, I challenge the oversimplified advice that strips away the complexities of building a high-performing organization. Here's why the strategy of empowerment without structure, accountability, and a robust cultural framework is not only naive, but also divorced from the real world of business. See our related pages, Business Culture. 1. Ownership. Oversimplifying a complex reality. The claim: employees crave the freedom to make decisions. They want to feel like business owners, and by giving them that freedom, leaders can create a high-performing culture. The reality: real organizations aren't built on one-off statements of empowerment. Every member of the team must share the same orientation, and this cannot be achieved with a simple declaration of ownership. True empowerment must be embedded in every business process, aligned with the company's strategic goals and based on the right skill sets. It's not enough to say own your work when, in reality, effective decision-making requires clear frameworks, boundaries, and the discipline to work within them. Business success is a team effort, not the product of a few self-proclaimed champions. 2. Cut down on your rules or build the right framework. The claim: excessive policies and bureaucracy stifle innovation. The solution is a rule diet that frees up entrepreneurial energy. The reality: it isn't about having fewer rules, it's about having the right rules that create a cohesive framework across every level of the organization. Simplistic calls to cut down on rules ignore the necessity of a structured environment in which everyone understands not only what is allowed, but also what is expected. Without a solid foundation, reducing rules can lead to inconsistency and chaos rather than fostering innovation. A robust framework, one that cascades through every level and is integrated into every business process, is what truly enables creativity and effective decision-making. 3. Turning ideas into action. Not every idea is a winner. The claim: when employees share an idea, regardless of whether it's within their job scope, leaders should help them connect with the right people and bring the idea to life. The reality: while collaboration is important, not every idea is good or aligned with the company's strategic direction. What happens if an idea is unprofitable or worse, detrimental to the business? The advice to simply act on every suggestion fails to account for the rigorous evaluation process that sound business decisions require. Empowerment should not equate to unchecked experimentation. Instead, ideas must be filtered through a disciplined process that ensures they meet the company's standards and strategic objectives before resources are committed. 4. Celebrating entrepreneurial thinking more than a pat on the back. The claim: rewarding employees for entrepreneurial thinking will reinforce a culture of innovation and problem-solving. The reality: entrepreneurial thinking can't be conjured by merely rewording employees or offering superficial rewards. True innovation is the product of a comprehensive business culture, one that is built on enduring values and a disciplined approach to strategic growth. In our experience, a sustainable high-performance team is built on a shared set of values, grounded in Judeo-Christian principles for many, that extend well beyond the workplace. A culture that genuinely nurtures innovation must integrate entrepreneurial thinking into every facet of the organization, ensuring that every initiative aligns with a broader, well-defined business strategy. 5. Sharing the big picture. Information alone isn't enough. The claim, by sharing strategic goals, performance updates, and upcoming changes, leaders can empower employees to make better decisions and feel a stronger sense of ownership. The reality. While transparency is important, simply handing over the big picture does not guarantee better outcomes. Effective decision-making stems from a combination of solid CRM systems, well-honed business strategies, and a culture that values active listening and critical thinking. A listening business culture goes beyond merely sharing information. It requires an environment where ideas are not only heard, but are integrated into a cohesive strategy. Without this, the promise of ownership remains empty, and employees risk being left to navigate a maze of strategic priorities without clear guidance. In conclusion, Marcel Schwantes's advice, distilled into 8 catchy words, might sound appealing in executive coaching circles. However, real-world business is more complex than a single slogan can capture. Empowerment isn't achieved by simply letting employees own their work. It requires a carefully crafted framework that integrates strategy, discipline, and shared values at every level of the organization. True high performance is built on a foundation of rigorous business processes, clear strategic direction, and a culture that fosters both individual initiative and collective responsibility. It's time we move beyond buzzwords and embrace a more realistic, structured approach to leadership and employee engagement, one that acknowledges the intricate realities of running a successful organization. By grounding our approach in a disciplined framework and time-tested values, we can create an environment where innovation isn't a byproduct of chance, but the result of deliberate, strategic action.